addressing the question of how to make a good resume. I have gone through many of your resume which you have sent to me in my LinkedIn chat, and there are a set of general things that I have noticed in all your resumes, and I will suggest you mainly what are the things you guys have to change, and maybe I will give one sample as well in your in the description box. So before that, one main thing to say to all of you guys is that you may not be able to create a link, sorry, a user ID in that particular link that I have shared in my post. Why? Because only employees have access to that particular portal. So what you guys have to do is you can go through each of those links and look at those requirements and check whether those requirements are matching with whatever skills you have. Only if there are like matching, at least 80% above matching, then only please send your resume to my LinkedIn chat and I will be directly referring you guys. So one more thing is that I want email ID, mobile number and year of experience, as well as your current like currently where you are located. This for information is must in that particular employee portal where we are uploading your resume. We also have to provide all these details, so make sure to send these information as well in your chat, in my chat, LinkedIn chat. And you don't have to do anything from your side. This is something that we guys have to do. And once you won't be getting any confirmation mail or anything, but if you are shortlisted, then definitely they will contact you. Okay, that is one thing to mention. So in most of your resume, I felt that there are a lot of important things which are missing. First of all, many of you are not writing the exact time duration or like your work experience duration. For example, if you worked in some company before, then you have to specify when did you start it and when did you end. That is how I can understand how much work experience you have, right? So you have to include that particular thing. And many of you are not adding your educational details, for example your higher secondary or high school or whatever. So if you are not comfortable with sharing the CGP or whatever, no issue, but at least write the education time period, those things, so that people can check whether you have a career or break or all those things. Okay, so that is one thing. And another most important thing is, don't make the resume looks very irritating. Like if the resume, like once you create your resume, you first check it yourself and see whether you will get that feeling to go through it. Like it should be comfortable for the reader to go through your resume, right? So don't make it extravagant or look add so much of fancy things or unnecessary things. Make it concise, make it more simple as you can. And also don't include a lot of information. For example, communication skill, presentation skill, or whatever relationship skill. These the kind of things are not something you have to mention in your resume. Because why? After you, for example, you are applying for some technical roles, right? So after your shortlist, like if they are okay with your technical skills, then they will shortlist you. And during the interview, they are obviously gonna check your all these soft skills, all these things, right? So we don't have to really mention those things in your resume, and that will again take a lot of space in your resume, right? Where we could have added more important information. So don't do that. That is one thing. Another thing is, whatever thing you feel like you are proud of in your all this work or in your educational career or whatever, include those things in the top and make it in bold or something, so that people will catch that first of all. That is one another important aspect. So let's go through section by section. You can open my resume which is in the description box. You can even copy those edits or whatever, like font size, whatever, no issue. But don't copy the lines. You can create lines like sentences in your own words, but don't exactly copy. That is not a good practice. So what you can do is, maybe you can see already in my resume that first in the topmost section what I have given is my contact details. So again, I use the same resume for applying in Airbus, I have applied through LinkedIn. So I directly searched for Airbus career, Airbus profile in LinkedIn, and then I went to their job section and there was open position. So I directly applied through that. So at that time, in my contact details, I didn't add my phone number, mobile number, or anything. I just added my email and my LinkedIn profile. But even then, they made sure to contact me through my LinkedIn chat, right? So if your profile is exactly matching, or like you have all the skills or almost all the skills, then they will definitely contact you no matter what. So but I would suggest all of you to add your mobile number as well. In my case, my LinkedIn profile was updated with everything. Like I have like in our resume we can only add little details. We cannot add every resume. So what is a better practice? It's to add all the things that you want to share in your LinkedIn profile, so that you can add that link in your resume, and if they are curious enough, they will go through that and they will understand more about you, right? So do that. So try to add all the things in your LinkedIn profile and give the LinkedIn link as well. So that is another important thing to that you have to add. Then also include your email address and make sure to check it again and again. So we don't know, sometimes you will get a direct contact through mail, and otherwise maybe if you are providing mobile number, they can directly call you as well. So try to include all these details in the top under your name, and if possible add your address as well, so that they can understand where you are located. So make sure to add all these things. So one more thing, I didn't take a referral from anyone. I directly applied through LinkedIn. There was easy apply, I guess there was easy apply option. I don't remember it exactly. So I directly applied through that. Even then they gave me a call because my skills were matching. So make sure whichever profile, whichever role you are applying for, it is almost matching to the skills that you already have. Okay, so these are the first things you have to add. And regarding the name, don't make it so big. There are people in their resume, I have seen that their name is so big, and whatever coming after that, those are very small. So don't make that much difference. Keep it in a medium size. Okay, so that is the main thing. Then after that, add whatever things you are proud of in your like maybe education for some people, and maybe it is work experience for some people. So you can add education first, then add experience, or otherwise you can add experience then education. So in my case, I added experience first. And in the under experience, add it in a reverse chronological order. First add whatever your recent position is, then add the all the previous ones. And in that place, you have to first mention your job like your work profile. What is your role, exactly is it called in your offer letter. So add that part, add that first of all. Then give the company name, if possible location also, because so that they will understand where you are at right now. Then give the duration from which time you started this and till when. Add that for must, it is very important. Then if possible you can no only this much, but under that make sure to add whatever work you are doing. So it should be, it should not be like a lot of paragraph or with a lot of sentence or whatever. Make it concise, convey the meaning in 3 or 4 sentences, that's it. But at the same time, make sure you add all the skills that you are using. For example, some people might be doing Java programming, then add Java. And for if you are doing computer vision, then add all those machine learning models. For example, in my case, you can see what are the different machine learning models that I am using. So add those and bold them, so that they will catch it separately. So add that, but make sure to include a curiosity element. How? Don't make it describe it with a lot of sentence. Make it concise, but you should make them curious, like what are the things you are doing. So it should be in that manner. You shouldn't explain with a lot of things. You shouldn't give minute details. You should give details in a broader view, in a general view. Okay, So those are the things you have to make sure to add. Then after that comes the education section. There also again you have to include your higher secondary, high school, all these education details, along with mention your time duration, and as well as what is the CGPA. If you are comfortable enough, you can add that, but make sure to include your college name, school name in the top. Then give whatever degree you have you did from there, or whatever, anything. If you are doing electrical engineering, do that, add that. Then give this CGPA if you are comfortable, do that. So if you are from a premier institute, 7.5 above CT is considered decent. So if you have more than that, you can include that, no issue. You don't need to have 10 or 9 or those higher values. It is not required in a corporate sector. Okay. Then after education comes your for example, those freshers, people who are directly from college. You don't have work experience, right? So you can add one section called project, and there you can add your project, be it maybe it is your BTech project, MTech project, or whatever, or there can be some people who have done their self project, so you can include that as well. But make sure you have uploaded those things in your GitHub account or something. Then give that link as well if that is your self project. Okay. Then make sure to add those projects which you are only comfortable with. Like, I know there are a lot of people who add a lot of projects, but in the end when they ask these questions, they will definitely gonna ask a lot of questions from your resume during your interview. And if you are not comfortable enough, or if you are not confident enough about the work that you have done, then it is gonna definitely impact your interview. So don't add all your projects that you have done, but only add those projects which you are confident enough and you are sure that it is done by you, so that any question they are asking, you will be able to answer. So or add those projects only, and include the technical things that you have applied, and bold them. Okay. And if you have awards and achievements or position of responsibility, those things you can add in the last part of your resume. If you already have a lot of space left, then you can add that. Then along with that, you can add your technical skills. Now there can be people who are from different background, and they have done diverse things in their career or something. For example, in my case, I was first of all from aerospace background, and my projects were like amalgam of different things, and my internship was in software development, and again my first work job experience was in data science and analytics. So these kind of diverse things you can have, right? So in that case, you can add a technical skills section and include the different skills under different categories, just like the way I have done in my resume. So it is definitely a good point for a candidate to have diverse skills, because people such skills are preferred more or less in corporate sector. Okay, so you can add those things. Then if it is better to keep it small and short. For example, my resume, you can see it is just one page, but I have included as much of information I can in a concise manner. Along with it, I have given my LinkedIn profile. So this is a better approach. You can do the way I have said, like including all the things whatever you want. Like for example, you have different language skills, then maybe you can have many other things, right? So all those things you can include in your LinkedIn, but don't include all these soft skills and all this presentation, communication, whatever in your resume. Don't make it like very difficult to read. Okay. Then keep the font size, all these things in a manner which will not irritate the reader. It won't be difficult for the reader to go through it. Make it in a simple manner, but still make it in a way people can go through it. So these are the main things you have to remember when you are creating a resume. Then one more important thing is that there are many people who are asking me about how much time we have to waste after referral, all those things. So it will again depend upon different aspects. Some profile might be they are actively searching for some profile, and for others it may not be the case. So I have added a YouTube video previously regarding my interview tips, work experience, how did they contact me, all those things. So again, it may not be applicable for all of you. It can be different for different profile, right? So I would suggest you please wait. Don't if if you know that your profile was a very good match for all those requirements, then definitely they will call you. No matter whatever happened, they are definitely gonna call you. So please make sure to wait till the time they go through everyone's resume. Like, they are getting a lot of resumes from every employee and from everywhere. So it will definitely gonna take some time, so please wait calmly. And if you have more questions, you can ask me in the comment section, or contact me through LinkedIn, Instagram, more preferred. So just ask me, okay?